It is that time of night, guys. It is that time of night. Let's go. All right. Got the chat pulled up nice and quick tonight. At any point. Ah, you're first again, random. You gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying. What's up, Austin? Welcome back. All right. I feel like my camera's just a little off here. Hold on. Better. Better? Better. All right. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, Joshua. So Ray, what's up? Yeah, happy Tuesday. I spilled a little milk on the floor. I'm gonna clean that up later. That's fair. That's fair. Look, either way, sometimes it happens. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that sometimes. All right. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. We get warmed up. 165. We'll see how we feel tonight, of course. So. I was talking to Random earlier, Austin. Talking to Random earlier. I said hello. I said hello. What's up? What's up? It's good seeing all of y'all. How's everybody doing? Everybody's doing good? This hood's gonna get in my way. I might take the jacket off here in a second, I think. All right, let's get it. Oh. Feeling good, feeling good. It's been raining here the last couple days, so I wasn't sure if it was going to rain tonight. I brought the jacket, but it's not raining right now, so it probably won't become useful today. So all I am is warm. We might do, I feel pretty good. I got a new pre-workout, well, a new pre-workout jar, but I've used it before. So it's pretty strong. It's pretty good stuff. So we'll see how we feel. We got to get weight moving, though. We got to get weight moving. So we're deciding on our next powerlifting meet date tonight. I'll be deciding on what the next date's going to be. I'm going to look at some of the options. So, but here, let me slap some more weight on. I've got two federations I compete with, so I've got a few different options as far as our next lifting meet date. So we'll see. We're gonna pull up the different meets tonight, and we're gonna see what everybody thinks would be a good time frame. So I'll let y'all have some say in it if we can. That being said, if there's only a few options coming up, then powerlifting meet. So I have another competitive. I'm gonna compete. Like at least another 6 times, 7 times this year, ideally. So, all right. I don't target forearms specifically, but they get hit with my other compound movements. So, all right, 225, second warm-up set. Let's get it. Just a quick triple. What's up, what's up? All right. We're about to grab some more weight. We're gonna slap another. I feel like we're the process or the pace we've been doing recently has been good with the increased warm-up. But I'm trying to decide if I need to increase my 2 interim reps, so those 2 singles, because right now we do 245 single, 265 single as part of our warm-up. But I feel like we might have to add more weight, so to those interim lifts. What's up? What's up? All right, let's add some more weight. We're at 245, another warm-up rep, guys. Another warm-up rep. What's up, Croissant? All right, easy work, nothing heavy yet, guys. We're gonna get heavy today, though, don't worry. Mossberg, what's up? Nice, good stuff, Riri. What's up, NC? It's pretty easy to do, I feel like. It is pretty easy to do, I feel like. It's appreciated, for sure. All right, let's add another 20 pounds. We're gonna go up 265, hit another quick single, and then we'll do 215 single. You guys know how we do it at this point, got to, right? You guys know how we do at this point. All right. 265, 315, and then we'll start doing our climbs. I feel pretty good. I feel good and rested today. Good and rested. I didn't take my late nap. Usually I take a nap before the stream, so. Congrats. What does that mean? What's up, Daniel? Ugh. It's a good day so far. How about you? All right, next warm-up rep, 315. What's up? We have not PR'd this week yet. It's only Tuesday. We don't usually PR until at least Tuesday, Wednesday. So we'll see how it feels tonight. We've been adding about 5 pounds every other week to our PR, which is pretty good progress. But I think we'll be seeing a 5 pound a week here very soon for at least a little while. No, Pete, I can't say so. Yeah, it does sound like YM. I think YM specifically said that earlier, actually. Bench is always a good day. 360 is my bench PR. So, all right, let's grab this. Yeah, I definitely can lift it, Carl. This is warm up still, Carl. We're still warming up. Yeah. 360 is my PR. That's easy 315. Easy 315. Add some more weight. I'm gonna add some more weight. We're gonna go three something or another. Three something or another. I don't know yet. What do you mean sort the plates out? The plates are fine. There's nothing wrong with the plates. We'll scoot. We'll scoot it back in. We'll scoot it back in. No, I'm natural. I'm natural. All right, let's add another 10 pounds to the bar. 320, 325. All right, 325 is our next press. 225 solid, ripping. Solid. I don't need a spot for 225. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Show me. All right. Right now, my body weight is about 177. I'm going to go with 177 from now on. We're definitely 177 right now. So. All right. We got 325 now. This is still very reasonable weight. These are still close to warm-up weight, so we're going to be just fine. Don't worry. Double tap your screen for more weight. Yeah, double tap the screen. I'll add more weight on the next rep. How about that? Definitely wasn't going to do that already for sure. Let's go. 325, 325. I always say hi, Martin. Always say hi. I try and keep up with the chat to the best of my ability, but I get like a bajillion messages, all right? I try not to miss any familiar names, all right? I'm gonna be okay, Mason. I'm gonna be okay. This is a very reasonable work. We do heavy singles climbing and then we drop for more reps later. So. I'm a powerlift professionally, so it's a lot of singles, We're gonna add another 10 pounds to it. Petra! I feel that, Bryn, on the laundry thing. I'm never motivated to do laundry. So. I do not ride bikes, no. All right. We got 315, 325, 335 is our next rep, guys. And then we'll see what we feel like. So. All right, 335, 335. What's that, Brent? I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I was recently given a challenge that I had to turn down, but I believe yours will be much better of quality. So. I can't wait to hear this challenge, Bryn. I have seen that, Bryn. I have done it. I think all but one part. I can't remember which part it was, but I've done all those push-ups, or at least most of the variations. If it's the one, if I'm talking about the same one you are. But I'm pretty sure, doesn't he do like a handstand push-up during one of them or something like that? Well, I can get that done. I can get that done for sure. Yeah. Send that over. That'd be awesome. .360 is my PR at the moment. You're probably going too wide, Carl. You probably need to narrow your grip up. Most likely. I am my own spotter. I'm my own spotter. We don't grab a spotter until we get within 10 pounds of PR range typically. So I wouldn't grab a spotter until I was at like 350 because 360s are PR at the moment. But this is still 335 is reasonable weight, so there's no reason to really worry about a spotter until we get a little heavier. How's it going? 225 is a respectable bench. Yeah, yeah, the powerlifter guy. Yeah, I'm familiar with him. I'm familiar with him. All right. I mean, it's very possible. I've seen people as young as 16 benching in even the like 300 pound range, 315. That's definitely a possibility. So generally it's best to have some kind of video evidence anytime you claim something like that, though, because you're always going to get people that don't believe you. It's a given. So, all right, what are we doing here, guys? Should we go for a PR tonight? Should we go for a PR tonight? I feel pretty strong. 365 sounds like it could be done tonight. Ugh. $362.5. All right, let's see. The 365 would be the next PR. We'll do. What if we do like? What if we do like 360 and 2 clips instead of 1 clip? Does that count? Does that count? Who's on gear? Who's on gear? I'm not. I'm natural. So, I am natural. I am natural. I'm 100% natural. 100% natural. All right, let's get a better angle of this press. Hold on, guys, so we can see the plates. You see the plates there? I guess so. Yeah. All right, let me see if I can locate someone to spot this real quick. Give me just a second. Hey, boss, man. You want to spot this real quick? Go for 365. Hit 360 last week, pretty good. So, hit 360 last week, pretty good. So, I imagine it'll move pretty smooth. I'll let you know if I need anything. All right. 365, guys. Come on. Yeah. I appreciate it, boss. A little slower than the last one, but it was good.
What up, smooth, bro?
I did it. It felt rough.
What up, smooth?
It felt like every bit is 365. I appreciate it, boss.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Whew. 5 pounds from last time?
Yeah. It's been almost 5 pounds the last 3 weeks. Each week it went 355, 360, 365 now, week to week. So I think we'll get 370 by the end of this week. We'll have 405 by like June.
No, that looks smooth.
Appreciate it. Felt good, guys. That felt good. Felt good. All right. A PR for the night, guys. We started off the week right. You know, we lifted yesterday, got warmed up. And like I said, yesterday, the reason we had done the lifting the way we did was so we could be prepped for this PR. So, in 10 minutes. That's 365, Mia, 365. Four or five tomorrow. We'll talk about it. That was the PR. That was PR attempt right there, and we hit it. 365. Solid work. 365. Solid work. So we got an updated PR for you guys. That's how we do it, right? That's how we do it. We had one for the 365. We PR a couple times a week, but we go about 90% of our PR almost every day. So.
You have a good night, bro.
How we going, boss?
What's up?
All right, we're gonna drop back to 315 for some reps, guys. We might try 370 this week. I think we're gonna try 370 this week, maybe Thursday. So we'll see. Maybe Thursday on the 370 attempt this week, guys. Because we definitely have plenty of week left to do another PR attempt. So 365 moved like butter though. That was awesome. So I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. I warm up on the bench. I warm up with a set of 7 at 165, 225 for 3, 245 single, 265 single, 315 single, and that's my warm up. So I've not seen the Goodfellas. Oh yeah, 100%. It felt good. I'm telling you, it works. I'm glad it's working. I'm glad it's working. No problem. It's awesome to hear you're making progress. That makes my day. That makes my day. Knowing that people are hitting progress or seeing progress. So I love making progress myself, but it's awesome. Are we back? I think we're back. What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me now? Are we back good? All right. I don't know what's been up with that the last few. We've had that happen twice over like the last 3 weeks. I don't know if it's because my internet was fine the entire time. I was able to chat with you guys, but I don't know what was happening there. So we are out in the country, but everything was connected. So everything was connected. I could even see you guys chatting to me. I just, for some reason, couldn't get the video and sound to cut back on. So I actually had to relaunch YouTube, the live streaming portion of YouTube's platform. I had to relaunch it. So I think that was a YouTube stutter, not me. So, all right, nonetheless, we're back. So it doesn't matter now, right? All right. All right. So let's grab a hold of this real quick. We got 315 on here. Let's jump right back in it. I have to, Brent. I have to blame YouTube because I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. You play Mossberg's biceps? That sounds like a fair blame. That sounds like a fair blame. All right. Yeah, the 360 moved good. 365 moved good. We're gonna grab 315. We're gonna do a triple, and then we're gonna do some other stuff. We'll see. I don't do any fasting. So I don't recommend fasting personally. You're gonna see muscle degradation with fasting. You're not getting the nutrients you need to continue building and maintaining muscle that way. So all right. We have a similar routine nightly. I'm doing at least 2 or 3 exercises. I'm doing at least 3 exercises every night that hit triceps. Benching, close grip, always bench close grip, tricep extensions with the ropes, and then some type of shoulder press nightly. So usually about 2.5 hours on for each workout. So, but all right, let's grab this. We're gonna do a single, and then we'll do a single Larson, maybe with a pause. We'll decide once we get to the bottom. We'll make that decision in a second. So let's get it. Oh, hold on, let me fix the plates. All right, now we're good. All right. Yes, I am natty. Yes, I'm natty. She's usually in here, Tosh, but she doesn't always talk in the chat. She's usually in here, but she doesn't always talk in the chat. Raymond, this is easy work. This is easy work. 315 is very, very, very routine at this point. This is our drop, so we usually drop to 315. It's part of our warm-up sets usually, so 315 is the new 225, you know what I'm saying? So $142.5, I think, is what this would be in kilos, somewhere in there. 365 is my PR on the bench. Ugh. No, not dangerous. Not for me in particular. Maybe it is all perspective. It's all perspective. So I'm very comfortable with this weight, guys. Very comfortable. Don't worry.
You're gonna be busy in the morning.
So 5 years I've been lifting weights. All right. So what's up? We already did. We went to 365 tonight, exclusive. This is our drop, so every minute on the minute. No, this would not be qualified. This is not qualified as an imam. I don't do every minute on the minute workouts. I'm not a big fan of of that for my personal routine for anything. It's all heavy weights. So why is that, Alpha? Why do you say that? Because I don't do imams? Is that why? I weigh 177 pounds-ish right now. 175 is a good round number, but 177 is the last I checked. Or last I would imagine. All right, another 315. Ah, got you, Alpha, got you.
I started thinking, keep on moving, wait on the next one. Let's think about.
All right. I've been training for 5 years. Yogurt is my favorite meal.
Actually playing it. So, since I'm not finished with.
All right, let's grab this. Another 315. Another 315. All right. We did a triple. We did a single pause with a Larson. That makes 4. We did a 5th with bicycle. So let's hit a double here. Let's just hit a quick 2-piece, and then that'll wrap up the bench for the night, and we'll be curling. So just a quick 2-piece, guys. Quick 2-piece. Oop, we're stuck on the hook. There we go. I got caught under the hook, guys. That could have been terrible. No, we're fine. Once in a while we catch the hook. I bench super close to this side. I saw it coming and I knew I was going to have to go around it. So about forearm strength, Tosh. If you want stronger grip, wrist, things like that, it's forearms. It's very difficult to build up mass down here without building up your forearm. Your wrists don't have a lot of things you can really build a lot of mass with. So 365 is my PR. Yeah, we hit the little peg, but luckily enough, I've got pretty good stability with the bench, so I can move my bar back and forth pretty well and not lose control. So, but 365 is my PR at the moment, Cowboy. So. I don't know, Thunder. I don't know how you keep missing them. All right, we're gonna go do curls now, guys. We got some curls. We got preacher curls tonight. Oh, this is reasonable weight. Yeah, this is play weight right now. This is play weight right now. So by benching. I don't plan on doing any push-ups at the moment, Corey. I don't know why I would do push-ups at the moment. We could do 315 for 5, for sure. Fresh, 100%. Well, you don't run things around here, Corey, so it's weird how that works, right? All right, we've got preachers tonight, so we're gonna hit the preacher curl machine. You're sorely mistaken, Corey. Sorely mistaken. We will try a 360 or 370 this week as well on the bench. So we will be hitting another bench PR this week. So. It's coming back. It's coming back quick, guys. Don't worry. We've already got the nice little shadow setting in. You can kind of see it here. It's already coming back. You guys aren't going to keep my beard down for long, all right? I'm not. We're not doing another beard shave challenge for a while. You guys hit it this time, so I got to be careful about offering those kind of challenges. So.
Thursday morning.
Yeah, it goes up pretty quick, Thunder, when we're focusing in on it. We'll have 405 by June. So. It was had some decent length to it. It wasn't like big or anything. It was decent though. It was a full beard, but preacher curls are easy work. Easy work. Because it's usually less people in the gym, so it's easier to get a workout in. So. All right, let's grab this. Set of 7. This is a 135. Wee! I manage this gym. I do not own this gym. Someone bent the pen and it's being a pain. All right, we're gonna go 150 on the next one for 7, and then we'll get a single or a double maybe with the full brick. So. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
Just to stop in the city.
This is Barbell's gym is where I work. They also pay me to compete. They're a competitive sponsor for me. So regardless of how many meets I do a year, if I do 3 meets, they pay for 3 meets. If I do 10 meets, they pay me for 10 meets. They give me money every time I go to compete. They give me a little check. So it's a good place. It's a good place. Local sponsor, so it's good. All right, let's grab this. Whew. all my career is based around heavy circles, so, and nutrition, but mostly heavy circles, right? All right, we're gonna grab a set of a bench here, right? So. Whee! Ain't you supposed to bench tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after I do my legs.
All right, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Okay.
Yep. I didn't forget.
That birthday lift, but be real.
I like the additional pins that you can add weight to, so. No, we don't do full extension here, Julian. We don't do full extension here. There's no reason. 485 is my deadlift PR at the moment. 485. Yeah, any calisthenics usually get done at the end of the workout if we're going to do any calisthenics. No, we still have a lot of workout left to do. We bench, we curl, we shoulder press, we row, we do tricep extensions, rear delt fly. We're gonna deadlift. Oh no, we're not deadlifting tonight. We deadlifted last night. And then we're gonna do some calisthenics, so, and some legs of some sort. So your risk of injury at full extension is much higher than it is at just before full extension, so like here or here. But your gain from this position is negligible. The difference in this position as far as gain and strength, especially, and size, is negligible. But the full extension increases your risk of injury by a significant portion. So if you've ever seen those preacher curl videos, where people extend out, they push their hands all the way down to that full stretch position, trying to get that full stretch. That's almost always where you'll get your injury with your curling. Those ones where they get those bicep tears. It's almost always going to be the case. So. What's up? What's up? I'm glad to hear you got it taken care of, Brandon. I'm glad to hear you got it taken care of. So, look, so you should do, Brandon, is a little scoop of pre-workout. You knock out all the laundry within like 20 minutes.
I'm not quite sure how to help you.
So, good Lord. Yeah, hold on. Boom, that easy. Bye. All right, we got the full brick, so 210 on here right now. I'm gonna grab it for 1 or 2 reps. So, I'm not a fan of doing laundry myself. I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible. All right, 210, 210, quick single, maybe a double, maybe a triple. See how it feels. We'll get one more. We'll get one more. That's the full brick. That's everything this thing has on it. This is everything this thing has on it. So we're going to get one more rep there. We'll be repping the full brick on this thing here soon. All right. Ooh. Yeah, so what you do is you just put all the laundry in a pile at the end of the bed, and then you forget about it, all right, until it's gone. All right? That's my system, at least. 5 years. 5 years I've been working out. I don't fold, usually. I just throw them in the drawer. I don't fold. I just toss them in a drawer usually. So they're just kind of balled up in the drawer. I have no reason to fold them. I go through clothes so quickly working in a gym that it's I go through like a full drawer like once a week. So all right. Yep, I'm very aware. I have one of those magic tables, Bryn. I've seen that video. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. To be fair, I do a lot of household things, all right? I cook like 3 or 4 times a week, all right, to relieve the household stresses, all right? Woo-wee! We have in the past. RPE has been a while. I usually only do that on earlier in the day when I have a proper spot for it. No, I'm gonna be okay, Preston. Don't worry. I'm very aware of what I'm doing. All right, we've got dumbbell presses, guys. We got dumbbell presses. Do legs every day, Preston. Every day. Squat is definitely like the one that you want to be most careful with as far as having a spotter, because not all spots are created equal on the squat. You can if you're not familiar with spotting a squat, let someone else spot somebody, because it's one of those things of like, if you don't do it right, you're usually a detriment more than you're helping. So but your spotters generally, right? Spotter generally for a squat should be under your arms, right? Hands up by shoulder or by bar here, not touching, but under your arm, and they should be grabbing around. And now they're doing a front squat with your back squat. If you don't make it, right? It shouldn't be an over grab, unless it's. I mean, there's very, very few situations where that's going to be appropriate way to spot it. But underarm is the appropriate way to spot on a squat, because now you're both squatting the weight. Mind you, being a squat spot is not the most fun thing to do as far as like personal safety, because if that guy ditches the bar, you're eating that weight. So just be cognitive of mentioning to that person, like, stay with the weight. I know how to spot. You're going to be okay. So no, dumping the weight, safeties is fine if you can go down to your safeties, but dumping the weight on a squat, you have risk either direction. If you dump it forward, you risk the back of your head, your neck, your spine. If you dump it backwards, you could drop it on your tailbone. There's a lot of things that could go wrong with ditching weight on a squat. So box squats are great. I implement those into a lot of my programs. So Jay's doing all right. I think he was sick for a couple days. So yeah, we chill with the chat here. You guys realize we do this every night, every single night. So we have a fun time. All right, so 55 pounds warm up for the shoulders. We're gonna get a set of 7, just get everything moving, and then we'll grab 70s for the second set. So yep, let's go. I do what I want, Robert. That's what you don't understand. I appreciate it. Yeah, Robert, it's crazy. Like the stream has my name on it. I stream how I want. All right, 70s are next. So I'm gonna grab these for a quick 7. So do what I want. It's my stream. Whew. All right, 70s for 7, and then we'll grab like the 90s probably. So a 24 hours. 24 hours. Ah. All right. Let's go. Ah. Who do we? Oh. Woo-wee, feel good. Ooh, that's no good, Vern. At least you managed to Zerger squat it. That's top tier. Robert, if you're trying to troll, you're not doing a very good job. You're not doing a very good job. This is the perfect form for this. Exactly what I'm trying to achieve. Regardless of what you do, this is how I want to do it. So therefore, it is the form that I need. Yeah, those can go real bad real quick, Bray. But the fact you managed to catch it and Zerker it up, I mean, that's a different kind of adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you heal up real quick. So, all right, we're gonna grab 90s next, guys. We're gonna grab 90s next. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do 90-pound overhead real quick. And then we got rows. We'll do dumbbell rows tonight. And then we'll do triceps. No, the form's great. I mean, he's just trying to troll. He's just trying to troll, and he's not very good at it. So, all right, 90s are up next. 90s are up next. Oop. 90 pounds overhead press. We'll get 3 of these probably is what we're gonna go for. So 1 to 3, but 3 is the plan. 3 is the plan. The train's coming through right now. Yeah, runs right through the middle of town. All right. Let's go. Woo-wee. Wow. We got 7. Wow. Trolls are everywhere, Jay Englert. Trolls are everywhere. It's unavoidable. We've had them since day one. Ugh. For a set of 7, I would call that a PR, yeah. No, Carl, I would not. No, Carl, I would not. We got rows, guys. We're going to do dumbbell rows, guys. So let's get set up for that. Yeah, ain't nothing we can really do about the trolls coming in. We handle them as they come, but it's one of those things that as the streams get bigger and bigger, we're going to have more and more trolls. It's just
It's a lightweight baby.
just how it works. So usually Facebook Marketplace, Michael, if you're looking for cheap weights. But even then, they're more than what they used to be. So you're look at even cheap now is considered like $1 a pound. So depends on what you mean by cheap. All right, 90s. Let's grab it. I'm building a home gym this year, so yeah, 100%, Bryn. I'm keeping an eye. Yeah, keeping an eye for sure. Mossberg said he'd be back. He'd be right back. He was here earlier. He had to roll out for a few. No. I'm 5'11". Just not part of what I'm doing right now, Brent. I've done them in the past. All right, we're gonna grab 95 next for 7. And we'll grab the hundreds for 7. So 100 is the highest the dumbbells go here. We don't do anything to failure. It's a powerlifting setup. It's not a bodybuilding stream. So just a few Mossberg, nothing major. Nothing major. What sentence, Bryn? All right, 95. Was it me or was it Mossberg? Whose sentence was weird? My brain, is hopped up on caffeine. Okay, all right. I was like, do I have to go back? I was like, what did I say? All right. I saw that. Okay, yeah, I could see that. I used to live in Texas. All right, let's get this. Yeah. Move this one out the way. 95 for 7. I weigh 177 right now. We've done metal rows on stream before, actually, but not right now. We've done them though. We did them like a month ago because someone asked. So we're gonna grab the hundreds next for 7, and then we got our tricep extensions. So 1 minute rest, guys. 1 minute rest. We got my milk. All right.
Ooh, shit.
Look like
I ain't did that in a long time.
you look like you box jump with it. I'm glad, Tosh.
Go higher? No.
It was a milk break, yeah. We do rest for a long period of time. So I meant to explain that earlier. The reason why you see powerlifters rest for a long time, there's a couple reasons why. What's up, David? It's so imagine going to competition, right? You want to train vaguely how you're going to compete. And I could have 10 minutes between lifts, sometimes 15 or 20 minutes between lifts at competition. So if you're not good at getting back on that platform and lifting heavy 20 minutes later, you're going to suffer. Now, I don't wait that long in between sets, obviously. 5 minutes is typical. Sometimes a little longer, but it helps you learn how to stay. You train to be warm for longer periods of time. Does that make sense? So you want to train like you're going to compete to some extent. If that makes sense. So, because I've had 30-minute wait times to lift between attempts sometimes. Wait. Hold on. I saw a message, Brent. I don't know if it was the same one. All right. One more set of these rows on this arm, left arm, and then we're going to hit triceps. So, we're rowing at the moment. We got one last set of 7 on the rows, and then we're going to hit triceps. So, all right, triceps are next. Triceps are next. All right, let's get it. Get it. Even when you guys don't think I see your messages, I see your messages, trust me. I do like dips. Dips was definitely one of the ones I used a lot earlier on. Up until I was closing in on like 305, 310 on the bench, dips were almost a weekly or every other day occurrence, weighted dips. I would do weighted dips every other day at that point, but I'd finish almost every workout. But we've since moved on past that. All right, tricep extensions, guys. So one of my favorites. Y'all know how we do. One of my favorites. Isn't it great? It's so good. Brittany had some of my pre-workout. And she seems to be enjoying it. Are you itching? Are you itching? That beta alanine's starting to hit. Is that beta alanine starting to hit, Brittany? It's the best. All right, set of 7 real quick. To be fair, she has a workout she could be doing right now. She's just not doing it. The weight classes are in place. So there's a couple reasons why weight classes are in place. So some people prefer certain body weights and they would prefer to compete at that body weight and want to see the highest they can reach at each weight class, right? So of course, everybody can just, if there's no weight classes, everybody would just get as large as possible and compete all in that same weight class, but it would get kind of monotonous, right? Every once in a while, it's kind of interesting to see a 135-pound guy step on the stage and squat 480, you know what I'm saying? Or bench 350. It's kind of fun to watch once in a while. But it's one of those things too, like you can switch weight classes up. Yeah, so that's why. So you got to understand that there's a couple other things too. So height makes a difference on your body weight too. So, it's a lot easier for someone, with more height to pack on more pounds without becoming, unhealthily large, right? Unhealthfully large. So at 5'11", I can healthfully hold more body weight than someone that's 5'1". Someone at 5'1", it wouldn't be a great time for them to be at 220. You know what I'm saying? So. Actually, I do know when you're working out. Hold on, I'll check right now. 1 second. It does not say that you're currently working out. So I get a notification. I don't know. It seems to work, Michael. It seems to work. So, and a lot of the time, they have the option to compete in a higher weight class. You can do that. You can switch at any time during the year. You just got to put on more weight. And most of the competitive lifters are in higher weight classes. So, but mind you also have youth options as well. You have masters options. So there's a bunch of different class options. So. But mind you, everybody competes for lifter of the meet as well, male and female lifter of the meet. Sometimes it's one, but male and female lifter of the meet, which means generally most weight moved for each male and female, for each gender. So I like the rope. The bars has gotten a little too easy. You know, a lot. That's what I say. A lot of dairy, some spaghetti. It was a good day. No, we're natural. We're natural. Everything is achievable naturally. Everything you can do on gear, you can do naturally. It just takes a little bit more time and effort. So, and honestly, time sometimes not, depending on your genetics. So, what's up, Sandy? It's just a diuretic. That's the caffeine. All right, one more set here, and then we're gonna do our rear delts, guys. So let's grab one more set here, one more set of triceps, and then we'll get on to the rear delt work. So. Yeah, we hit 365 tonight. We hit 365 tonight. So 365 bench, moving smooth tonight. It wasn't a bad lift either. It felt really good. You about to jump on a bench? I'll move myself.
Huh?
I'll move myself actually.
Oh, you good.
I need to put it up anyways. I've been leaving stuff around. Oh yeah. Let me know when you need a spot.
Okay. Oh, you said how many?
So that's your first set.
Yeah.
Set 7. Then add like 10, 20 pounds, do a triple, add 10 pounds double, and then work singles for 2 more 10 adds, and then go for your PR.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Who's spamming? What are we lying about, Ralph? I wasn't even talking to Ralph about anything. I don't know what I could be lying about. I don't know how I could be lying. I'm not even talking to Ralph. All right, rear delts, 55s. Mostly lifting. Yeah, we did that tonight, Ralph, actually, on stream, live. It was crazy work. It's crazy how that works. I stream every workout. I also compete. All my stuff is verified. State championship shirt right here, actually. Ah. Crazy part, Ralph, is I come with receipts. I have receipts for my stuff. Oh, no, it's great, actually. It's great, actually. Well, you're incorrect. You're incorrect. That's how it usually goes. That's how it usually goes. So, right now I am 177 is my body weight, 5'11", 30 years old, and my bench PR tonight was 365 pounds. So 365 was the bench PR tonight. 30 years old, 5'11", 177 pounds, natural 365 bench tonight. So there's your stats. Those were all real reps. You must be new. You must be new. Ralph, they were all here for it. This whole stream was here for it. You can literally scroll back in this stream, Ralph. You don't even got to click another stream. You don't even got to go to my old streams. You can literally go back to the beginning of this stream. The very first exercise was bench. The very first movement was bench. And it was like five or seven sets in, somewhere in there. It was about 20 minutes in, somewhere in there. Very easy to find. So, but he's trolling, guys, so it doesn't matter what we say. What's up, what's up? Well, you're gonna have to find a way to cope anti-aging, all right? You have to find a way to cope with that, because all of these are complete reps. You don't stand up straight for this. What are you doing? You're talking about a whole different movement. Did you get certified yesterday? Did you get certified yesterday, anti-aging? Because I'm gonna have to call you out on that one. I'm gonna have to call you out on that one. Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, hundreds are next. Yep. All right, we're gonna grab this, set a 7 on each, and then we've got some calisthenics to do tonight. You know how we do. So, well, he's talking about standing straight up with it too. He's talking about a whole different movement, bro, not even just time under tension. So, I'm used to the time under tension haters, but he's talking about standing straight up with it. A whole different movement. So, with a different target. With a different target. But more than likely, he's relatively new to training. If his name is anti-aging trainer, he's probably new to it. So, it's just one big one, David. Just one big one. It's just one big one. You gotta work. I don't even know where to go with that, honestly, David. That's great. Actually, your entire torso is one giant muscle, all right? Well, that's his target, 100%. If he's serious about that name, that's his target. You can't anti-age, right? You can age gracefully through training. But it's like the anti-aging creams they advertise all the time, where you rub the anti-aging cream on your face, and it's supposed to bring the wrinkles down. Sure, but you're still aging. You're just, doing it gracefully. So, training does help slow down the process of like wrinkling and things like that, and all of the other health effects of aging. But you don't anti-age. So. 40 pounds is solid. So, all right, let me grab this under, guys. Yeah. 45 is solid. I'm sure, Ralph. I'm sure, Ralph. You should go check out my 365 PR, Ralph. And then come back. You did. You probably did go check it out. And now you're trying to find something new. So. I lift heavy things here. That's what we do. Yep. YouTube doesn't like that. Yeah. Yeah, while you're muted, Ralph, go check out that PR at the beginning. All right, what calisthenics are we doing tonight, guys? We got to do legs, a little bit of legs. Rear delt is what we were targeting. Rear delt fly. All right. Let's grab this. We're gonna do some quads. And then we've got calisthenics, guys. And then we got calisthenics. We're doing calisthenics wise tonight. We did pull-ups last night, right? No, there's a 100-pound dumbbell, so I'd imagine. We're talking about calisthenics right now. I'm natural, so never for me. Never for me. Goblet squat would not be considered calisthenics. I mean, you're getting closer. Getting closer. It's almost calisthenics. We can do some dips. I don't have an end game. I don't have an end game for the bench, guys. It's always going to be more. Always another weight, you know, to slap on there. So. All right. You're going to hit quads here. See, but Mossberg, you make up for the height with, and you're not short, if I'm not mistaken, Mossberg. I don't remember what you said your height was, but you're not short. But you make up for it in like 30-inch biceps. So, isn't that? I mean, that's good. Good alternate for it. So, all right. Yeah, always more. My goal is always more. That's the answer. All right, full brick, set of 7. And then we're going to move on. I appreciate you being here, Tosh. You said you got to go to sleep? That's all right. All right. Another set of 7 coming up. Another set of 7 coming up. Hey, Knight, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, boss. It's our first super chat of the night. Super appreciate it. Let me give that a like. And I'll get you on the bottle, Knight. I'll get you on the bottle just as usual. As usual. And I don't know if you, I think you've already done one this month, but you're definitely in for the raffle at the end of the month for the painting we did. The gym rat Mona Lisa. Didn't we? Mona Lifter, is that what we call it? Mona Lifter. So the Mona Lifter painting, we're going to mail out at the first, or we're going to do a raffle on the first of next month and mail it out. So but you are in for that raffle. You are in for that raffle, of course. All channel members, super chats, all that stuff gets put in for the raffle at the end of the month. So we got to figure out what we're painting next month at some point. We gotta come up with something cool. All right. I think Britt said she's gonna let me use her her watercolor paints, like really nice watercolor paints. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how to I don't know the difference. So I just know they're watercolors. Someone said I should finger paint. I don't think that's gonna happen. We got one more set here, and then we got our calisthenics, guys. And we got our calisthenics. Ugh, hold on, I can't see chat. There we go. Is that right? Is that right? Any workout, you give me $1,000. I bet. I'll let you name the workout, boss. I'll let you name the workout. I've been told things like that before. So I've been told things like that before. Ugh. Lisa, what's up? Yeah, lifting heavy circles. We hit a bench PR tonight, Lisa. I'm 5'11" walker, and I am 177. We just hit 365 on the bench tonight, Lisa. I appreciate the support. Yeah, that's cool, Chase. No worries. No worries. I appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully your day is going better today, Chase. Hope your day is going better today, Chase. I'm going to compete 7 times this year. 7 times this year. So. My merch is iconic. I appreciate it, Lisa. I appreciate it. Have a good night, Chase. Get you some sleep. Some milk claps. Hold on. Lisa, I think you missed the painting stream early this Sunday, 2 days ago. You missed the painting stream. Were you here for that, Lisa? I don't drink, vlog. I don't drink. So, I do. I drink one every workout, Colin. We did the Mona Lisa. Good, Bryn. Good at the moment. We'll see. We'll see in a moment. Yeah, me too. We did the Mona Lisa this time, Lisa. Don't worry, Lisa, you are in for the raffle again this month. So, I'll post a picture in the Discord of it. All right, 3 sets of 7 here. So, 3 sets of 7 here. You about to go for that 315? You about to add a third plate?
Huh?
About to add that third plate? Not feeling it tonight?
275 though.
Let me know.
My shoulder a little tight. I need your spot.
All right, I got you. I got you.
I'm nervous. I ain't hit this one.
You got it. Yep. You got it. That's all you.
Yeah, I was a little nervous at first.
Yeah. Won't bad at all.
Not at all.
Ooh. All right, let's grab another set of these dips, guys. We're gonna catch some air time. Maybe we'll throw in some weighted dips since we got some supers running. We had a super chat goal last night. We didn't hit it, but I kind of want to do one set of weighted dips tonight, anyways. So we might throw in like one set of weighted dips at the end. 275, yeah. You don't want to do some weighted dips? We'll throw like a plate on for a set of 7 or something.
I do feel stronger.
Yeah,
295.
295 gonna move.
295.
295 will move.
That'll be a good one.
All right. Weighted dips for one set, guys. Depends on what's causing it, Kenneth, but I can't do a lot of helping via the stream for an impingement. There's just no way for me to do that in a constructive way. Because if I tell you something incorrect over the stream, you know, so I can't see it. I can't observe it. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know what caused it initially. There's a lot of variables here. So there's a lot of variables, and I wouldn't be comfortable giving you recovery advice over the stream. I'm gonna be honest. It's a dangerous game to play for you and me. Mostly because if I tell you like, hey, this is probably what's causing it, this is how you can fix it, and then you go and try and fix it, and then it gets worse, you know, I may have given you bad advice unknowingly, you know, because a lot of things can cause it, and depending on what's causing it, there may be a different way to fix it. So yeah. Oh, vaguely like a minor injury, Lisa, like overly tight, sometimes like a little pain. There's a lot of things, you know, that'd be the best way to describe it. Yeah. If it was in person, I help clientele with like, you know, that stuff in person from time to time when they have it happen. Yeah, vaguely, yeah, Lisa. Yeah, that could definitely be considered. So, but over the stream it would be a wild guess, and I don't want to wild guess your injuries. So, we might not be doing weighted dips tonight, guys. Someone tore the belt. Look at that. That's sad. That's really bad. That's not gonna do well. It's like actively tearing. All right, so no weighted dips tonight, guys. I'm sorry. That's really sad. I'll put the weight vest on, but no heavy weighted dips, I guess. We'll do the weight vest though. There's a lot of reasons why you could have shoulder pain. I've seen people with shoulder pain because of very specific exercises they're doing that aren't proper for like proper form. I've seen people have shoulder pain from the bench. I've seen people with like old sports injuries they forgot about that are still causing them problems. Sometimes it can be like old scar tissue. There's a lot of things that could cause shoulder pain. And it's just, there's no way for me to help you with that over the stream. Generally, if it's bad enough, even my clients in person, I have them go and get it looked at, like scanned, to make sure there's not like a tear or pieces of like an old bone break that's not healed properly. Shoulders are one of the things you don't want to play with. Shoulder and back injuries are some of those injuries that are like, I need to know what's wrong, you know? So I have one of those, Lisa, or had. I don't know if I currently have. I had one of those at one point in life. This weighs about the same amount as the one that I had. So when I worked for the prison, we had to wear one. So all right, let me grab this last set of 7 here for the night on the dips. But when I was working for the prison, we had to wear a vest. It was supposedly stab proofed, right? Which it was. I think we actually had people that it was obviously tested. So, but stab proof, and then it was good to a certain caliber, 44 or something like that. So it was supposedly it was a pretty good vest. So. Michael, that at 220, there's some heavy lifters. I mean, you're talking about people with 500-pound plus benches, 600-pound benches. And so it depends on the meet, the federation, tested, untested. That's a broad spectrum. So at 220 body weight, you're talking about people, you know, squatting 600 plus, benching 600 plus from time to time, rare on the bench, deadlifting closer to 800. So 600 I'd say 600 to 600 is about average for that weight class. Maybe a little bit more. It just depends on the federation. There's some big weights out there when it comes to people that are 220 plus. So, but if you're talking about local, it's not as heavy. You'll find a lot of local meets tend to have like the biggest deadlifts are usually around 500, 550, 600. So. I think you'd be mistaken. You definitely have benchers at 220 putting up 600 pounds. You definitely have benchers at 220 putting up 600 pounds. That's factual. Factual. You've got benchers at 160 putting up over 400 pounds. So, I mean, even the people benching, you've got people close to 500 under 200. So yeah, those benches get heavy fast. So you ready? All right.
You give me a lift off?
Yep.
Oh shit. Let's get it.
You got it.
Ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
to let you have. I try to let you have as much as possible.
Yeah. God damn that heavy. Just gotta keep working.
It's moving though.
It's moving up.
It's moving.
God damn, I gotta keep.
You gonna have it soon? Hold on. I'll pull up the actual numbers for you. 1 second, guys. This is no, there's definitely more than 3 people that can do it. You're not wrong that it is definitely an elite club of people, guys, but it is a thing at 220. And you asked what the benching, what was possible benching there, you know? So I'm not saying every single person at 220 is benching 600, but it does happen. It does happen. I'll pull it up for you guys. All right, so hold on, let me get it. We'll go raw only. And let's go. We'll go 220. And we'll go specifically looking at bench weights. Hold on. By bench. So right now, you guys ready for this? What's up, Bob? All right. So right now, over 600 pounds, 220 or less, 220 in the 220 weight class, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and just Vadim is just barely not hitting it. 5 lifters at 220 that have hit over 600 pounds, or 600 or more. Actually, 4 of them are over 600, with 693 being the heaviest bench at 217.8. 217.8 is his weight. And in that weight class, he has the 693 record for that weight class. So there is 5 people in that ballpark. John Hack is 600.7. He's actually 4th on bench in his weight class, in that weight class. So like I said, there's not a lot of them, but they exist. No, you asked what they could be benching. Like I said, local is going to be different, bro. Local is going to be different. I said that. Local is a little bit less. Now, over 500 pounds, like I said, 500 is going to be closer to what you're going to see as like the top end in that weight class. There's over 500 or better. There's 335 lifters benching 500 or better in the 220 weight class. In the 220 weight class. There's 300 or more lifters, raw. So. The milk's here. We got the milk. So it's definitely doable. And mind you, closing in on 600 is a different story too, because we have not breaking the 600, but over 570, there's 13. So they're closing in on it, bro. But it's strong numbers, and that's raw. That's raw. So obviously, if you go equipped, it's a whole different ballpark of numbers. I don't really pay attention to equipped lifting. Just not my gig. Let's see. So 198. Let's go 198 or less. Oh yeah, no biggie. 198 or less. There's actually one lifter in that weight class that's benching 198. That's benching. There's one lifter 198 or less that is over 600 on the bench. 2001, he lifted 617.3 on the bench at 196.2. So, and then 181, no over 600s. Close though, we have a 551 in that weight class. After that, it's all fives. It's all 500s. It's all 500s. Now I'm gonna give y'all a number. Are you guys ready for this? I'm gonna give y'all a number. So the 97-pound weight class. Are you guys ready for this? The 97-pound weight class. Can y'all guess what the heaviest bench per open powerlifting is? Raw. And now, mind you, this was set in 2013, right? Now, here's the thing about this. Whenever I see a bench like this pre-2023, right? I always have to go back and check if it's one of those high arch benches, right? 368 pounds. He benches as much as me at 94 pounds. But it's going to be a high arch. I almost guarantee it. Almost guarantee it's a high arch. Almost guarantee it. That means they weighed 97 pounds, Lisa, or less. 97 or less pounds. But here's the thing is I want to give them credit, but I would have to see the specific lift. So I'd have to look up this person's lift. Yeah, that's their body weight, Lisa, 97. Yeah, so the problem is with those older records, you have to be a little bit, no lifting gear. With those older records, you have to be a little bit skeptical because are you guys familiar with the low range of motion benching that was going on for a while? Yeah, I'll probably still be here, Mossberg. So the low ROM, it set a lot of records. So when you bench, no, there's a rule on it now, bro, for almost every federation, So the I'll pull up a video. I'll pull up a quick video. Or a picture of it, at least. I'm having trouble finding it, a picture of it. But essentially, it's where they push their chest up really high, close to the bench bar. And that way, they only have to lower the bar. Their elbows only have to bend this much to complete the rep. I appreciate it, Lisa. I appreciate the support. No, so the way they regulate it now is they require elbows to hit a certain depth. So they have to break a certain portion. So basically break 90 degrees or break like shoulder. So they have to go below here. So you can only have so much arch. But yeah, those records, a lot of them are set with like 1 inch range of motions, which is crazy. But I think at some point, I hope they're going to go back and retro those out. But honestly, it's just a matter of someone coming in and doing it the right way and breaking it. That's all it takes is one person to do it the right way. So, but removing the range of motion, people that would normally be benching. Let me see. The guy's name was Omar Sami Hamadeh Correa. I'll look him up. It's a long name. Now I don't know what he competed in because it looks like he's competed a lot. He's also a Paralympian, so maybe not an arch thing. I don't know. He might just be built like that. That was in Japan. Here, let me look him up. I'll look him up. I'll watch it. I don't think I can put it on. That's a possibility. So actually, Michael, I don't know if you've seen that before, but there is a couple of lifters like that. There's a couple of lifters like that that compete in a lower weight class. But I give them every bit of credit because it takes a lot of work. We hit 365 on the bench today. So that's solid work, Martin. That's solid work. Strong dude. All right, let me look this guy up. Let me see if I can find a video of him. Let's see. He set that record. He's done it a few times, but he set his highest bench in 2013, it looked like. He's done more since, though. He went up in weight class. That's why. All right, so that was the last time he competed in that weight class. And that was at the Asian Open Championship. So let's see if we can find that.
Chris, what's happening, bro?
What's up, boss? Let's see if I can find his Asian Open Championship. The dude's just built like that. No high arch. So, like I say, he's a Paralympian. So you got to give them extra credit there. 100%. They're putting in work. You know, they are killing it. He's killing it. 100%. This guy's a beast. Here, I'll link his name so if y'all want to look him up. Dude's a beast. This is the guy's name. If you guys want to look him up, guy's a beast. So, but that's what I'm saying, guys. Those lower weight classes, like I said, I always take them with a grain of salt, but that guy's doing it for real. That guy's doing it for real. That's why I always go and check. So, he competed like in the Olympic level lifting sport. Yes, Olympic level lifting sport. Paralympic champion. I think he's back-to-back champion too. Dude's a beast. Doesn't look to me like he uses a super high arch. It just that's all perspective, but lower weight classes, generally anything under like the 150 range are going to be considered a lower weight class. Really, even once where I was competing in the 75 kilo class, a lot of people considered that a little bit lighter weight. So yeah, the guy's getting good ROM. I don't have any problem with what he's doing as far as his range of motion. And mind you, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mr. Olympia would be there is weightlifting, there is an Olympia weightlifting. But Mr. Olympia is bodybuilding. But yeah, I'm watching some of his stuff. Back-to-back champion. No super high arch, really good depth. And this guy, you know, is in a lighter weight class and he's pushing heavy weight. And he pushes too. He's pushing too. He's not holding anything back in these videos. He's going all the way in because I see he goes for broke on his third lift, which I like to see. It's always sad to see someone not try and hit that big lift on the third lift in powerlifting. Because a lot of the time what you'll see is people really try and be too conservative on their third lift and they end up blowing it out the water and they feel real bad, right? So he's going all the way up and he's hitting. I linked it in the chat just a couple minutes ago, David. Omar Sammy, I don't want to mess up his name, Kurata, something along those lines. But he competed as recent as 2021. Yes, I know who you're talking about. The I think, what's his channel name? AZN Powerlifting. He hasn't posted in a while, has he? He hasn't posted in a while. But he was a championship powerlifter too. Super cool dude, it seemed like. Benching super heavy, good form. So I used to watch a little bit of his stuff. This dude's got like nothing but championships under his belt, though. I think so, Bryn. I like going for broke on the third attempts. I'll usually go about 10 pounds, 15 pounds under my gym lift for my final attempts at comp, just to be a little conservative. So he does use a wider grip, but his arch has never been too extreme. So I do know who you're talking about, Bryn. I do know who you're talking about. Now, mind you guys, once you start getting into the really heavyweight classes, like the 308 plus, so anybody 308 pounds or more, you start seeing some crazy numbers on all your lifts. Like Julius Maddox, right? I mean, obviously he's a bench specialist, right? But you're looking at his last comp was the Pro Open for the Redcon 1 Rage Wars 2022, and he was pushing, that was his 800 attempt. That was his second 800 attempt, but he hit 738 that meet. 738 that meet, which I think is the heaviest he's pushed in comp from what I can, or 739, 770. He hit 770 in comp at one point. Maybe even slightly more. So Julius Maddox, is that? But his 800 was stolen from him, in my opinion. That misload at that level is crazy. Is crazy. I appreciate it. For them to misload Julius's bar at his first 800 attempt, 800.2, it blows my mind. So, but you know, that's a thing that everybody at this point agrees on. Like, there's no reason that should have happened. Right now, the heaviest total, you're talking about Jesus Oliveris, I think. Yeah, Bryn, there you go. I just saw it. Yeah, his total right now is 2540.8. 2540.8. Competing in the IPF. 600 pound bench, 903.9 pound deadlift, and 600.7 or 600 pound bench, 1,036 pound squat and 0.1, and 903.9 deadlift. So so do I count it as a deadlift PR? Sure. It was a gym lift. It was a really, really well done gym lift. I think he hit it. I think the weight was the actual weight. I don't think he was lying about what it weighed. I think the plates were correct. But I do think that there's have a good one, boss. This solid work today. But I don't think that I would count it as a record. Why? Because there's a reason we do it in comp. And and I know it's like, oh, well, he hit it, right? There's plenty of people out there with claims to, over 1,000 pounds, over 1,100 pound deadlifts, using sumo stances. Like, we got to draw the line somewhere. And when it comes to being able to confirm lifts, I draw the line at doing it in a home gym for a record lift. And supposedly he had family members weighing the plates, and I can't get behind that. But I do think it was real. Sumo is allowed in comp, yes. Well, I think in all federations, just about, sumo is allowed in comp, yes. I do a conventional. I'm not a big fan of sumo personally. I've done it in the past. I started out sumo deadlifting. I found out I like conventional more. So. That's a solid bench, Martin. That's a solid bench. Reese Walker. I can look her up. She's a power lifter. She's not pulling up in the powerlifting database. Is she a power lifter? She might not be like competing actively, maybe. So now some crazy numbers that a lot of people don't realize. We'll go to squat numbers, and squat numbers can get wild. So right now by squat, Ray Williams holds the heaviest squat, it looks like, in the 308 plus. We'll go to all weight classes though, because sometimes some of those squats can be wild even in the lower weight classes. So right now the heaviest squat on the database was set in 2019 at 1,080 raw. 1,080.2 raw by Ray Williams. So and then deadlift, heaviest deadlift recorded at the moment on here at least is 1,074 by Danny Grigsby. Now that looks like he's push pull specific, but still, oh no, he does squat as well. So let's get names on the bottles, guys, and then we're gonna call it for the night. Because I gotta get some sleep for tomorrow's stream. We're gonna continue to try and PR tonight, or PR this week. So let me get all of our super chats on the bottle. We got Lisa and Knight that's going on tonight. Lisa and Knight. We got Lisa on the bottle. Boom. I'm going to get Knight on the bottle. We'll put Knight on the nutrition label tonight. We got Knight. He's on the nutrition label tonight. Possibility, if it was super recent, it may not be recorded yet. I'm in South Carolina. But we're going to call it for the night, guys. It is time for me to get some sleep. It is that time of day. I keep all the bottles. I'm working out at 1 a.m. because it's convenient and there's not a lot of people in here. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate the support, of course, with the supers and all of you guys that are my members. As always, we'll be back tomorrow like 10:30. I got here a little earlier than 11. So, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate y'all being here. We're deadlifting tomorrow.